I told him I had my eye on him.
As you should.
I said, you fuck with her, I'm killing you.
As you should.
I told him that.
Y'all, there's a video going around that Chloe Bailey allegedly leaked, and if it's real, it's game over for DDG. This isn't no clout-chasing rumor. We're talking full-blown domestic abuse claims, police reports, bruised-up receipts, and a chipped tooth, and a whole restraining order. And now DDG's facing possible jail time. All this exploded after Chloe allegedly exposed footage that shows her sister Halle Bailey getting physically assaulted by her ex DDG. The internet is losing its mind over it. According to official court docs, Halle says DDG snapped while she was buckling their son Halo into a car seat. She claimed he yelled, "Get out of my car, B," and slammed her head into the steering wheel, yanking her hair and chipped her tooth. She even submitted pictures of the bruises on her arms and that chipped tooth. But here's where it gets shady. Folks online are saying that is not even her tooth. Yeah, you heard me. A viral video claims the chipped tooth Halle's been showing off belongs to her sister Chloe.
To drive you a little, drive the boat. That chipped tooth is.
So if this is true, what are we really talking about here? A cover-up? A setup? Now before y'all say it's all a reach, DDG didn't even know about this restraining order until TMZ dropped the report first. His own brother Dub was shocked too.
I can say anything. How the fuck do you walk into a courtroom, get a restraining order, and then TMZ find out before my brother find out? That's not fucking normal, y'all. Y'all not listening to what I'm saying. That's not normal. How do you go into a courtroom, request a thing, and then TMZ?
Now let this sink in. The media got the jump before the man even had a chance to defend himself. But that's usually how restraining orders go. Since when do they give a heads up? Now the story goes all the way back to January. That's when Halle says DDG first put his hands on her, but she didn't say anything then. She waited over 100 days to file a report, and academics pointed that out too. Why now? Why when DDG's career is just about to start blowing up again? Here they go with the victim shaming. But here's how Halle described it in the police report.
You have upgraded yourself and bossed up. You one of the hottest streamers out here. She ain't like that shit. She went for the juggler this time. She went for the juggler. Whatever sponsorships, deals, you were seen pretty brand friendly. Gone and lost are the days where, you know, DDG got arrested a couple times for bullshit. You've been pretty good recently. You know what jacket she just threw on your?
The two of them broke up back in October, but in January, DDG pulled up to her crib to sort out some visitation for Halo. Halle was strapping the kid into the seat, and then DDG supposedly started getting irritated. That's when the name calling and the yelling started. She says he told her to get out of his car, then it escalated into a physical fight. Her head hit the wheel, her hair was pulled, bruises showed up, and a tooth was chipped. But she didn't leave though. She stayed in the car scared for her son, and then they reached DDG's house. She told his family what happened, and they agreed to take care of the baby, and she left in tears. So now DDG's being forced by the court order to stay at least 100 yards away from her, and he's been banned from posting or streaming about her or their son. But y'all, there's always more to the story, because DDG isn't just getting accused, he's also saying he's being targeted. And a lot of people, including Aiden Ross, Deshae Frost, and even DDG's own fans, of course, believe this whole thing might be a carefully planned takedown. And guess what? Some of them even warned him months ago. So let's rewind a little bit. One of the first folks who said DDG was setting himself up for drama, Blueface. Now listen, I'm not saying Blueface is the arbiter of truth or any kind of role model or big bro, because we already know how long his baby mama drama is and how wild that's become. But when he even tells you to be careful about who you have a kid with, maybe you want to listen.
Be using the kid to boss you around, you know, to keep tabs on you. And then that might cause you to be so stressed out, like, damn, bitch, she like, nope, this, that, you know?
Do it really matter? Do it really matter?
Nah, females are, they petty, bro.
It is. I noticed that all girls is
yeah,
like,
they all like that. It's not just one or two, all of them are petty. So
Yeah.
the second y'all get into y'all little situation, y'all little Twitter beef.
yeah. I don't do that no more.
Yeah, then the kid, it's like, oh, shit.
It's over. I just don't.
It's part of life.
I can't have no baby mama, bro.
Yeah.
She had a baby by me.
I'm doing my best. I'm doing my best to to do that, man.
Yeah, but like,
you know, I only got one and I'm still rocking with her, so.
you don't think you'll get...
Because as the news broke, Aiden Ross was alive when basically said what a lot of folks have been thinking, that Halle might have been making up a narrative. And when DDG found out live on stream that she was allegedly lying, y'all, he was looking heartbroken.
Why are they saying DDG and B? Alright, I'm looking at her story now. What? Oh, fuck. Fuck all that, fuck all that. Don't even.
That can't even be real.
Fuck all that, bro. Fuck all that.
But that can't even be real.
But,
that's the thing.
But don't even. But you remember we talked about last night? Fuck all that. Let me say something. It's not.
No, I'm saying, but I don't know where that even came from.
Yo, stop these fake allegations. This is a father. This is a real person. This is a good human being.
Even, but I don't.
But hey, bro, we on stream, bro.
Come on, like I gotta be.
Just don't do it, bro. Come here.
Don't even make no
Fuck all that. That's my real friend. We're not gonna do no false shit to ruin this stream. He's a great human being. He does a lot for a lot of people. He's a man. He's a father, and we're gonna respect him. We're gonna love him. WDDG, and fuck anyone who got anything to say.
Fuck the fake narratives, my nigga. Stop the.
And now we've got the online investigators pulling timestamps from DDG's streams, proving he was alive during the time she claimed he was texting her creepy messages about her bed. So either he's got superpowers or somebody's lying. One of the allegations Halle made is that DDG showed up at her house uninvited, went to her room, took a photo of her bed, and texted her saying, "Now I know what you've been on." She says it creeped her out, like he was accusing her of sleeping around. But if DDG was live the whole time, how could he have been creeping around her house? Either he clowned himself or this part of her story ain't passing the sniff test. Now get this, just days before filing that restraining order, Halle was in St. Lucia with her sister Chloe celebrating Mother's Day. The same Chloe who's been accused of leaking that other video that allegedly shows DDG putting hands on her sister. But something about that trip didn't sit right with fans, because Halle was all over social media saying she was alone with no man and just enjoying the day with her baby. Then DDG texts her like, "You out there with Brett Fayez?" And she replies, "Not with any man out here, I have Halo." But there were still folks who were speculating that she was with Brett Fayez, and some think that's why DDG got triggered again. Y'all know when celebs start moving funny, the label ain't too far behind, right? And in this case, all roads lead to Roc Nation and Parkwood Entertainment. Because here's the part that really got the internet in a chokehold. Tory Lanez, Chris Brown, and now DDG. 3 men accused of assault, all linked to women signed under Roc Nation or Beyonce's Parkwood label. Coincidence, or is this a pattern? Well, Halle Bailey is signed to Parkwood, Beyonce's label, and Meg Thee Stallion signed to Roc Nation. Chloe Bailey, Parkwood. And the folks pointing this out isn't just fans. Even influencers have been sounding off, saying this isn't random.
Notice that they got DDG when he was at his highest. My nigga just dropped an album, did all type of collab. Y'all waited for him to drop an album? They waited for my nigga to be at the top of his career right now. All type of collabs, everything going. And then y'all hit him with he's beating up Haley now? My nigga, that's tough. I don't believe it. I don't.
He straight up said Halle and Roc Nation attacked DDG at the peak of his career. And honestly, the timing looks a little wild suspicious. DDG's music numbers been up, his YouTube back active, new audience, brand deals, major traction, and suddenly boom, a domestic abuse claim from an incident over 3 months ago? Y'all can believe what you want, but people on the timeline ain't buying it. And when Blueface and Academics, 2 dudes who don't even mess with each other, say the same thing, it might deserve a little scrutinization. But let's not forget about Deshae Frost. He's close to DDG, been in their circle since day one, and Deshae flat out said DDG left Halle because she was the one being abusive, not the other way around.
Diddy used to tell me, nigga, she used to smack the shit out of him on the bed. He chilling, she smacking the shit out of him. Real shit. Bow, you sitting in his bed. Bow. Like, real shit.
Somebody, if you got someone, don't you love when I come around? What'd he say? Build you up, then I'll take you down. Don't you love when I come around?
Of course, that's what he would say. And folks were definitely split that behind the scenes, they're not sure if Halle was this sweet Disney princess that everybody sees, because she was allegedly putting her hands on him and DDG was tired of being disrespected. And before y'all start saying he's just defending his homeboy, remember, what does he have to gain to lie about it?
It was fun, wasn't it? That was different. Ow! Stepped on my foot, but I'm not gonna say nothing because it's my girlfriend. Ouch.
But if you needed more proof that Halle might not be as innocent as she claims, peep the video that just resurfaced. In the clip, she's literally yelling at DDG's brother Dub while the kids were around, and DDG himself had to tell her to chill.
Niggas trying to hit me. Stop cheating.
This isn't speculation, it's showing it on camera, and it's not a good look for somebody who just got a domestic violence restraining order granted in their favor. But let's not gloss over it all either. The court didn't just hand out the restraining order for vibes, they approved it based on photos Halle submitted. But if that chipped tooth is allegedly fake and her bruises can't be matched to a verified medical report, then there could be some issues there. Now remember the part where Halle says DDG broke into her house, took a picture of her bed and texted her, "Now I know what you been on"? Online investigators did some digging and caught DDG live streaming during that exact time frame. So unless DDG teleported, that might just prove that she might be capping. That one receipt alone already has half the internet flipping sides. So now this is where things get disrespectful. Halle claims that during another one of DDG's drop-offs, he lost his cool after she refused to let him take Halo because both of them were sick. She says he smashed her Ring camera, stole her phone, drove off, and threw it out of the window, yelling, "Go get it, B." Now this is absolutely wild and foul, but here's the kicker. She says she got Ring footage of the whole thing, yet we haven't seen it. So where is it? The footage could make or break this whole thing, and if it exists but hasn't leaked, and then Chloe leaked an alleged fight video, why not this? Unless the footage doesn't exist at all. Now to be fair, DDG is not nobody's angel in the situation. An old video just popped up showing DDG admitting on livestream that he vandalized an ex's property, and fans are assuming he's talking about Halle.
I don't know, you broke up with an ex and she went crazy, or she did something to you, you did something to her. Vandalized something.
Yeah, vandalism.
What'd you vandalize? Her or you?
I vandalized a few things before. You know, might have broke a phone or something. Broke a little TV or something like that.
But if that's true and this incident was recent, it could legit support parts of her claims. But if it's from way back when, then it's just another messy past being dragged into a new case. Still, the damage is done and DDG's silence is only making things worse. Ever since the restraining order got public, DDG's gone just silent. And for someone who's usually wild vocal online, this isn't normal. Now some say it's court ordered because remember the judge told him to stop posting or streaming about Halle and Halo. So this might be one of those shut up or go to jail situations. But others think his team told him to lawyer up and let the legal process play out. But with the internet dragging his name, y'all know that silence can be deadly. But let's talk about it. Megan Thee Stallion signs to Roc Nation, accuses Tory Lanez. Tory goes to jail despite reasonable doubt and disappearing evidence. Chris Brown publicly outed and dragged by Roc-connected people multiple times even after apologizing. And now DDG, another artist rising back to success, suddenly hit with the PR killer case. So if you think that this is all coincidence, that's your right to think that. But some folks are saying that Roc Nation is targeting black male artists and the timing always lines up with their success.
Halle Bailey claims DDG attacked her. So listen, man. I've been around before while they got into it. I've been around before while they got into it. And like I said before, I don't get into people, family issues. I stayed the away. I done seen them get into it before. Let me put it like this. I'm gonna put it like this. As a man, have you ever been in a situation where a woman is just whooping the man? Matter of fact, fuck that. Let's go ahead and get into it. Halle was beating the out of this nigga. I'm talking about swinging on this. I'm talking about piecing this up. Ha 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 ha. You feel me? So. Are you just you just gonna sit there and just hands behind your back? No.
So you gotta at least pause and wonder. Now, if Halle Bailey's alleged leaked video hits the public platforms, she might have just ended DDG's career with one click. But let's not forget this isn't just some random bystander, it's Halle's sister, Beyonce's protege, signed to Parkwood just like Halle. So when this leaked video hit the internet showing what looked like DDG and Halle wrestling in a car, and fans started saying it came from Chloe's camera roll, then that's when things got real. But this is where it gets a little strange. If Chloe had this all along, why wait months to leak it? And why now, right when Halle is filing for custody, requesting relocation to Italy, and hitting DDG with a gag order? Feels like chess, not checkers. Well, the court documents say that DDG wrestled Halle and slammed her head on the steering wheel, but let's be real, wrestling isn't the same as assault. We've seen some clips of Halle yelling at DDG's brother around the kids, throwing tantrums, and allegedly being physically aggressive with DDG off camera. So if this moment was just DDG trying to control a chaotic situation, are we really calling that domestic violence? But especially when this reaction came during a custody dispute. Well, Halle says she's got receipts. She submitted bruises and chipped tooth pictures and says she has a Ring camera footage to back up her side. But again, that footage hasn't been released to the public, so not even a snippet. Meanwhile, DDG's fans are pulling timestamps, pointing out he was live streaming during another alleged stalking moment. So who's really lying here? And of course, the internet is split. I'm sure y'all are in the comments, because one side has, oh, so this is why DDG been trying to do damage control all week. He's had his fans attacking Halle, trying to paint her as evil. And he even started a girls love DDG community. He thinks he got this internet ish figured out. They dragging him on Reddit, TikTok, X, even trying to cancel his sponsors. But on the flip side, DDG's core fans are calling BS. They say it's a money grab, a setup, and an attempt to take him out now that his platform's rising again. Y'all, even the celebrities are picking sides, because Aiden Ross is team DDG, and Deshae Frost is dropping insider info, and DDG's mom, who rarely speaks online, finally had enough. When DDG's mom got involved, it sent shockwaves through the fan base. She posted this on her Instagram. I don't usually comment or say anything on this internet, even with all the negativity, the lies, and hatred towards mine. However, these accusations have made me realize that I've been quiet too long. And that's coming from someone who's watched her son take L after L in silence. And now that she's stepping in, you can feel the tension building. Fans are speculating that she's about to drop real proof that Halle was the one starting fights and Chloe's alleged leak was a strategic retaliation. So let's zoom out. Ever notice how artists tied to Beyonce or Rock Nation always seem protected no matter what? When Megan accused Tory, the industry moved fast. Labels pulled his music, blogs blacklisted him, celebs distanced themselves. Chris Brown, same thing. Career tanked overnight after multiple accusations, and even ones that later turned out fake. Now DDG is the latest victim of a label-backed narrative, and because Halle is Disney's golden child and Parkwood's princess, people are scared to question it. But guess what? Not everybody's playing along. One of the strangest parts of this whole mess, TMZ's got the court documents even before DDG did. His brother Dub said it best.
I can say anything. How the fuck do you walk into a courtroom, get a restraining order, and then TMZ find out before my brother find out? That's not fucking normal, y'all.
Now who do you think leaked that info? Some folks are pointing fingers at Halle's team, and if true, it means this was a planned media rollout, not a private legal case. They wanted this public, fast, loud, and damaging. And DDG, he didn't even get a call, no warning, just saw his name trending and a judge's name in a headline. So what's next for DDG? At this point, his silence is saying a lot. This could mean that he's following the court order to stay silent, or his legal team told him not to engage, or he's guilty and doesn't want to dig a deeper hole. But with these new videos surfacing like the one of him admitting to vandalizing an ex's house, things could get worse, especially if prosecutors grab that and use it as a pattern of behavior. And if Chloe really leaked that video, best believe she will still call and testify too, because now she's a part of a chain of evidence and possibly the one who escalated this whole case. Now, I'm not saying that Halle's lying, and I'm not saying DDG's innocent either, but when you step back and connect these dots, Chloe drops a video right when Halle files for a relocation in custody. TMZ leaks the restraining order before before DDG even gets served. Fans find holes in the timeline. Ring footage still missing. Blueface to Shane, even Aiden Ross all raising red flags. And DDG's live stream timestamps contradict her story. Viral theory claims about her chipped tooth, and the whole narrative drops while Halle's filming in Italy with full custody of Halo. If this ain't a high-level chess move by Parkwood, then I don't know what is. But at the end of the day go in, and only two people know the full truth, Halle and DDG. But one thing's for sure, two things for certain, the media will always side with the bigger label. Black men in the industry are guilty until proven innocent, and when a man starts rising again, somebody's trying to find a way to knock him back down. So whether DDG makes it out of this or not, or if he's even telling the truth, it's up to the court. But for the rest of us, we watching everything. Let me know whose side you on, if you team Halle, if you team DDG, because right now, everybody's looking sus. So drop your thoughts and comments below, because is DDG really guilty, or is this just another label takedown?